His Zoot brand, and he has a large following on Facebook and social media. He's a wealth of knowledge, and so let me introduce you to Zoot.
Kind of feels a little goofy. I mean, we know each other, and we're all family and everything. But thank you for that introduction. You guys enjoy breakfast with Gino?
Yeah.
All right, it's time for snacks with Ivan. It's shorter, it's smaller, easy to digest. Little McNuggets. With that tradition in place, it's become a bit of a tradition. 2 years ago, I published the $100,000 Haircutter book. Most of you have purchased the book from me. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. But it's a daily devotional to success in the business. And as Gino talks about constantly fueling your stream of positive information and positive self-talk and all those good things, the way the book is designed to be used is one idea a day, every day for 365 days. It's a daily devotional to success in the business. You keep it on the night table with the other book. You wake up in the morning, you turn to today, and you read today. And they're small, they're little McNuggets, they're easily digestible. You lace up your tennies, and as I say, you go out and you own the business. So we always start my classes with one little McNugget for today, and it's kind of a tradition with me as well. I don't look ahead to kind of know what it's going to be, so it's as surprising to you as it is to me. So we turn to today. Today is February 4th. That's day 35 of the year with 330 days remaining. I'm a big tracker. I'm big on to know your numbers is to grow your numbers, and that which gets measured gets improved. If you don't know where you are, you have no idea where you're going. So things like tracking those numbers become extraordinarily important. February 4, day 35 with 330 days remaining in the year. Today's idea or concept for the day is run on time. And I'm not going to read it to you because I don't believe in reading to people that know how to read, but it's about the importance of being on time, staying on time, starting on time, running on time, respecting other people's time. So there's a little bit of information in through there. I've been in the business over 33 years. I've taken appointments the entire time I've been in the business in one form or another. I can stand here and tell you, in my entire tenure in the business, I've never, ever, 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 ever been late for an appointment, even once. I've never done it. If you want to talk about how I've managed to do that over the years, out at the pool, somewhere else, some other time, throughout the week, let's sit down and have that conversation, because I can share with you what have been my secrets, because it really comes down to respect. Respecting other people's time. We all have been standing behind a chair, looking out the front window, watching somebody in the parking lot on the phone doing this. And they know they're late. And they don't do that to me, because it's a two-way street. I will be on time for you, you will be on time for me. I don't make this reference too often anymore, but my clients, it looks like O.J. Simpson in the old Hertz ads running through the airport to get into my chair, because they know they absolutely must be on time. So that's extraordinarily important to me. That's the little McNugget for today. What I want to talk about today is crossover education. Every cosmetologist in America wants to be a barber. Well, not exactly. And every barber in America wants to be a cosmetologist, but not exactly. But crossover, that word, is hot in the industry. Crossover education is probably the only thing that has kept a lot of beauty and barber schools open and alive over the last several years. Cosmetologists coming back to school to get that barber license, or barbers pursuing having that cosmetology license. And it fills an important niche in our industry. And what I think really, I blame it on social media. I think the cosmetologists are looking at the barber haircuts online going, wait a minute, how'd they do that? What are the tools involved in that? We didn't learn that in cos school. And the flip side of that is all the barber folks are looking at some modern haircuts on the cosmetology end of things going, wait a minute, how'd they do that? We didn't learn that. What tools did they use to do that? And there's an interest in what each other are doing. Truthfully, a lot of our industry has spent a lot of years trash talking each other. The barbers don't have anything nice to say about the cosmetologists, and the cosmetologists don't have anything nice to say about the barbers. The cosmetologists say things about the barbers like, they only know 2 haircuts, short and shorter. And there might be some truth to that. And the barber folks are looking at the cos folks going, yeah, those girls don't know how to fade. Well, there might be some truth to that. So I've had this what-if approach for a number of years. What if we took the best of barbering and the best of cosmetology, because each of these two disciplines has their own culture, they have their own tools, they have their unique approaches. We have our heroes and legends. What if we took the best of these two independent thought processes within our industry? What if we put them in a blender, put the lid on, press the button, held it there for a little while? What would we pour out? Really a blended approach to what we do. So this crossover thing that I've been talking about for a few years already is really kind of hitting its peak. Now I work part-time in a little barbershop in the suburbs, in northwest suburbs of Chicago. The barbershop is called Mike's Barbershop. Mike's Barbershop's been in business since 1965. I am 2 years older than Mike's barbershop. I cut hair in a chair, a Pater chair. We have a matched set of 5 barber chairs manufactured in 1964. I'm 1 year older than the barber chairs. And most of the people that come into our barbershop have been coming into our barbershop for over 50 years. They sit down, they get a haircut. Interestingly, I never noticed this. You know, Gino made a comment about the hairstylist dating everybody named Jim. Every client comes into our shop's got the same name. Buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Have a seat, buddy. We'll get in a minute, buddy. You my 4 o'clock, buddy? Come on, buddy. Let's go, buddy. And that's just kind of the environment we work in. Guys sit down in my chair, whether they are long-time established customers of our shop or whether they are new people that find us on the web, and that's proven to be very valuable for us over the last few years, and they sit down and they say, not a lot of real barbers out there. Not a lot of real barber shops out there. Old-time guys come in and say, you know, I really like that you guys still do the straight razor on the back of the neck and the sideburns and the ear areas and things like that. Because we are very much a classic barber shop. What I want to share with you guys today is a little bit of technical execution tied to the delivery of your men's clients in a crossover capacity that opens the door for each and every one of us, not only starting Tuesday, well not Tuesday, I always say that because hair shows are Sunday, Monday, we get home on Saturday, then it's Monday, the next week, whatever. Starting the next time you are back behind the chair, each and every one of you are challenged with the opportunity to go home and raise your price. You have spent your money to be here. Well, you won the trip, you're still spending money. You have spent your time, far more precious than your money. You are entitled to ROI, return on that investment. You've invested time and money, you need to get it back. It doesn't come from me, it comes from the customers. Price is up next week. I'm going to share with you a little technical execution that will allow each and every one of you to charge at least $5 more for every single men's haircut that you execute. More dollars for every, be more, do more, give more, and you are entitled to ask for more, and you are entitled to take more. So I'm going to share with you an opportunity where everyone can charge more for every men's haircut that they do. And we can do the math and crunch it if you want to show you the real value. I was doodling around with the numbers while I was listening to Gino. Secondarily, I'm going to share with you within this procedure an opportunity to use, demonstrate, share, discuss, and sell John Amico products to every one of these customers. My take on product knowledge, you know, I don't read the back of labels. I can't pronounce some ingredients sometimes. Product knowledge is what it is, what it does, how to use it, how to sell it. What it is, what it does, how to use it, how to sell it. So we're going to speak about that, about the 3 products that I'm going to feature in this discussion. These 3 products have been featured in our monthly specials as a bundle. I purchased these 3 products like every one of you do. And as Chris will be happy to do for you, I purchased them shrink-wrapped in a little 3-pack to sell as a system to be taken home by every one of our customers. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the process of using a razor to line and edge your men's haircuts. Now as soon as I say using a razor to line and edge your men's haircuts, some cos folks are going to go, ooh, I can't do that. Yes, you can. What I'm going to share with you today is a tool that is available to everyone. It is the big fat loophole that each and every one of us can step through to allow you to use a razor, sideburn area and neckline, to really fine-tune your men's haircuts, to send them out with a finish that is worthy of extra dollars every single time, and which leads itself into the discussion, use, and transaction of take-home hair care product for every one of these customers. You ready to take a look at this?
Yeah.
All right. So, I love hot lather. Got a hot lather machine on my station. I love hot lather, but I hate hot lather. I love hot lather, but I hate hot lather. What do I mean? Hot lather is literally liquid gold in a barber shop. Now, hot lather machines, they all pretty much suck. They all pretty much leak. They're too expensive. They don't work well. And the soap in hot lather machines is pretty nasty. I love hot lather. It smells good. I mean, I flashback memories when I experience hot lather. It feels good. It's warm. Ooh, oh, that's so nice. The sound of it coming out of the machine, just the sound of it coming out of the machine alone brings back memories of many visits to many barbershops around the country. I love hot lather. It's part of the, my customers, my clients tell me, I come to you because you do this. But I hate hot lather. What do I hate about hot lather? Hot lather is sloppy. The machines all leak. Hot lather is hard to mix. It's never right. It comes concentrated and you always get it wrong. Hot lather is extraordinarily alkaline. It's got a pH of like 10. If you shave somebody's face with hot lather, real hot lather in a barbershop, their face will crack open when they smile afterwards. It's so nasty and drying. But what do I really hate about it? What do I hate most about hot lather? What's the one thing I despise the most about hot lather?
You're not making money.
I can't sell hot lather. That pisses me off. It's the most exciting part of the experience, and I can't make any money on it. So we're going to flip the script. I would never tell a barber not to have a hot lather machine. I would encourage each and every one of you to go out and buy a hot lather machine. Have a hot lather machine and use a hot lather machine as part of your client experience. But I'm going to tell you not to stop there. It's the gateway drug. Hot lather is the gateway drug to all of the success you can have with your male clients. So I have a male client with a kind of half a haircut here, but that's not the point. The point is lining and edging and razoring. So here. Oh, by the way, anybody that has internet access, whether you're on the Wi-Fi here, if you got your phone, go online, go to Instagram. Pull up my Instagram. Some of you follow me already. Some of you choose not to follow me. That's great. But go to my Instagram. It's Ivan Zoot, my name, I-V-A-N-Z-O-O-T. And look at my page. You don't have to be following me to do this. But when you pull up my page, I started doing this recently. I think it's kind of cool. When you pull up my page, go to my posts, and go to the third post. The first post, I think, is Senior talking yesterday. The second post, I posted it because it was Mahomes after the Super Bowl win with his mullet. Mullets are huge. I did a mullet class at the Long Beach show last week, standing room only, because mullets are back and big. They're huge. The third picture is a picture of my hand with a little chunk of shaving foam in it. Everybody see that picture? Yeah. Click on that picture. When you click on that picture, you'll notice it's got the dots along the bottom, and in the upper corner it says 1/10. On Instagram, that's your way of knowing that there are multiple pictures within that post. These are your notes. These are your notes for this class. So the cool thing is the notes are, we're not killing trees, we're not printing paper, everybody can have them, you can refer back to them later, but you'll scan through here, you'll flip through here, and these are my class notes, so everybody can have them. If you're not on the web right now with your phone, look at the person sitting next to you.
What a great idea.
Thank you.
Amazing.
And it lives on, and it's there, and you know, that's why I don't sleep at night. I come up with these ideas, and I get up and start taking pictures of things, and that's just welcome to my world, all right?
I've been saying that again, I was getting her up there.
Which part?
Just the recent one that you said, you can't sleep because you're thinking of these things.
I can't sleep because I'm thinking of these things. That's that one right there. There you go. All right, so you got a hot lather machine. Guys are in your chair. You do your haircut. When you're ready to finish off that haircut, it's hot lather time. Now, I don't have a hot lather machine, so just as horrible and nasty as hot lather is a good old can of 99-cent Barbasol. For our purposes today in this room, I'm going to use this just as my hot lather demo. I would never even have this can in the shop, but it serves its purposes where I don't have a hot lather machine. So guys in your chair, you're going to apply hot lather to the area that you're going to shave. Now keep in mind this is not human skin, this is a mannequin, so the lather doesn't take to the skin the same way it would on a human. We're just sort of mocking our way through this and playing our way along here on our client. So we apply hot lather. At this point he's going, ooh, he's going, that feels so good. Oh, I love this part of the service. You got him now, man. You want to talk about rebooking? You want to talk about referrals? You want to talk about anything? He is now listening. So use this opportunity to do the things you need to do. Now, next to hot lather, the best part of a classic barber, I'm doing this on the dark side of the moon here, but I'm just trying to be complete. The best part of a barbershop experience are steam towels. Anybody here have a towel warming cabinet in their shop? I've got a couple of hands you have. If you don't have one, go buy one. You can get a little one for like 125 bucks. This thing is a machine for making money. If you do not have a towel warming cabinet, you can do steam towels the way we did them before there were towel warming cabinets. You can do them the bootleg way. Take a towel, and this is in your notes. Fold the towel in half once, fold the towel in half twice, and roll it. Roll it up just like that. Now, this is how you put them in the steam towel cabinet. They come out nice and steamy and toasty and hot and warm and wonderful. But if you don't have a steam towel cabinet, you roll it up, turn the water on hot, hot, turn the water on hot, turn the sink on hot, not hot, but hot as you can possibly get it. Take that towel, hold it under the faucet, run the water straight down through this, you're making a steam towel. Run the water through it, hot, 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 run the water through it, run the water, till you can't hold it anymore. When it is so hot that you can't hold it anymore, pull your hand out of the faucet, switch the faucet to ice cold, put your other hand in the faucet. You're chilling your hand. Grab the towel with the chilled hand, switch hands. Put the other hand on, because now it's been burned. Put it under the cold running water. You're chilling the second hand. You got a steaming hot towel with 2 chilled hands. Squeeze out the remaining excess water. You cannot wring the towel if you don't chill your hands. You will scald your hands because you want steam in there. And then what do? You take the towel, you open the towel, and you regulate the temperature by doing this, just to drop it enough that you can put it on the guy. You don't want to scald him. And then you take this towel and you put it on the area you've applied the hot lather. Like, oh, that feels so good. Oh. His eyes are rolling back in his head. Oh, this feels good. Oh, this is why I come to you. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. This is worth more money. You can charge more money. While that towel is there, and he doesn't have shoulders, so I fake the shoulders with a coat hanger, the towel will stay there like that. Now it's time for you to set up your razor. I want everybody to take a look at one of these before you go home if you don't already own one. This is from Feather. It's called a Feather Nape and Body Razor. It features a unique wire-wrapped blade. There are wires that run over the cutting surface of the blade. Those wires represent the big, fat, crazy loophole that makes this razor legal at sideburns, ear areas, and the nape in all 50 United States. I don't know what we can do here in Mexico. But in all 50 states, you are now legally able to shave sideburns, ear areas, and necklines without a barber license. A COS license is all you need. Yes?
Is that just the blade you're talking about, or the, yeah, I know what you mean, but do we just buy those blades, we put it in?
They
any
only go in
razor?
that handle.
And what's the name of that
It's
one?
called a Feather Nape and Body handle.
Okay, I'm
It
just.
takes a feather, nape, and body blade.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Just like other feather razors, it's their no-touch system. You slide them out of the tray. I brought a few of them. I have a few razors and blade sets in back. Anybody wants them? I've got a few of them here today. But that blade sits in there like that. You can't cut with that, but you can shave down to the skin beautifully. So you've got that razor with that blade. Now, you're going to use that steam towel. It's cooled a bit. You set up your razor. And by the way, where I live in the state of Illinois, the rule is blades must be changed, quote, in visual range of the customer. That means when it comes time to change the blade or do that, I must turn the chair towards my station top. A customer must see me remove the blade from the razor, drop it in the sharps bin, and put a brand new blade from a package in the razor handle. In the state of Illinois, if someone says, hey, 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 did you change the blade? Even if I did, legally I'm required to throw it away and put a new one in. And you can't even keep that one. It's unused, unspent, it's got to go back in the bin. Into the sharps bin, you got to take out another one. That's the law with regards to protecting customers' health, sanitation, all that good stuff. Use that steam towel to wipe up any hot lather from the client. We've used the hot lather. I would never tell a barber not to use hot lather, but I would never tell a barber that hot lather is going to get into the bank. Hot lather's not going to get you to your goals. Hot lather's not going to make you the money. So what happens next? Hot lather softens the hair. It provides lubrication on the surface of the skin. It feels nice and it smells good, and it's part of that experience. But now we're going to go to the products and the opportunities we have to make money. What it is, what it does, how to use it, and how to sell it. This is our John Amico M beard oil. It's a wonderful beard oil. Moisture, smooth, smells nice. We all sell a bunch of this? We sell a bunch of this. But the reason I sell a bunch of this is not for beards. I have clients with beards, sure they buy it. But I sell more of this as a shaving aid because it's a great shaving oil. It's a great pre-shave oil, and it serves as a base for our shaving experience. I'm going to show the client that. Tiny little drop in the middle of my hand. I'm going to hand that to the client.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? I'm going to take that shave oil, and I'm going to apply it to the area where I had applied the hot lather. Now, at this point, immediately, start here, near the nose. What is that? What's that? I like that. Do you have that? Where can I get that? You know how this goes down. We start to use the product. You apply that oil in a thin coat over the area that you're going to shave. This is John Amico. It's their beard and shave oil. I'm applying this to the surface I'm going to shave. I'm doing this for your haircut, for your sideburns, your ear area, and your nape. This is the same thing you'll do at home when you shave. This is the same thing you will do at home when you shave. That's called an assumptive sentence. I didn't say if you buy it, you might use it. I said, this is what you will do when you do this at home. The client already begins to visually see themselves in that experience at that time. So we apply that shave oil. Then we apply, I hate hot lather, but I don't hate our Clipper Guy brushless shave cream. I like it, I use it because I can talk about it and I can sell it. That's right. Then, and it's heavily concentrated, you only use a very small amount of this. I show the client, This is Clipper Guy by John Amico brushless shave cream. This is what I'm using to shave. Hand it to the client. Thank you, client. All right. In my hand and on their head. Apply it right over the oil where you've put the oil. The oil serves as your lubrication base. The oil will help maintain a little bit of hydration. The oil is the surface on which you put the shave cream. One of the things I like about the brushless shave cream, don't add more shave cream if it starts to dry out. Just add a little bit of water. You can add water in your hand, or you can add the water directly to the client. A normal client with normal skin would be hydrated from what we had done with the towel, with the steam towel. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to apply the rest of this. One of the things I love about the product also is it doesn't foam up. It doesn't lather up thick and heavy, so you can continue to see through it, so you can maintain lines and edges and details and things like that when you are shaving, whether it's for face shaving at home or shaving in the shop. Now, you've got your towel. And again, I don't have shoulders here, this will probably stay. But here's where we get into how to shave. People want to take these crossover classes, they want to spend 1,000 hours in the school learning how to do the one thing that's not taught in cosmetology, which is the straight razor shaving. I'm going to give it to you in about 6 minutes. Don't think of it as shaving. We're not shaving, we're wiping. We have to wipe 4 times. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our hand, live long and prosper, Star Trek, set the razor in there like that. Turn your hand over. It's between two fingers with the razor like that. There are notches on the underside of the razor where your thumb will sit for grip, traction, and control. You're going to hold it like this. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to wipe.
How are you going to hold it?
Like that.
We couldn't see it up here.
Okay. Like that. Just like that. All right? Trying to draw pictures with words. Now, when you see a Gillette ad, and you see this guy with this face full of foam, and he's plowing, looks like February in Chicago after a snowstorm, he's plowing through foam with a razor. No barber ever shaved that way. You don't ever shave a surface you can't see, because you don't know what's happening. Have you ever been shoveling your driveway and you forget where the seams are in the pavement, and you run and you catch that wrong seam, and the shovel hits you in the gut? Well, that's the kind of problem you're going to have shaving a surface you can't see. It all comes down to wiping. And more shaving happens in this hand than will ever happen in this hand.
Unless you're,
Even more, what's that?
unless you're left-handed.
Unless you're left-handed. Thank you very much. Don't mess with me.
I'm left-handed.
Okay, more shaving happens in the non-razor hand. You happy now? Than happens in the razor hand. Can you picture that?
For all the lefties in the room.
Absolutely. Here, I'll do this. I'll stand over here. I can probably do it like that. Is that better?
Yes.
All right. It's all about thumb action. You're going to set your hand on the head, and you're going to set your thumb at the area where you hope to shave, and you're going to wipe the shave cream off. You don't shave through shave cream. Shave cream has already done its job. It has lubricated the skin, it has softened the hair, it has prepared the area. When you wipe, I see people wipe with the back edge of the razor, but the back edge of the razor doesn't communicate with me the way my thumb does. When I run over, if there's a high point bone structure, if there's a mole, if something's going on there, I will feel it. I can't see it through foam, and I can't feel it with the lack of sensitivity on the back side of the razor. So I'm going to come in, and I'm going to wipe. Wipe number 1 is wipe away the shave cream. Wipe it off of the skin and onto your thumb. You've cleared the area, you've checked the skin, you're prepped and ready to go. That's wipe number 1. Wipe number 2, wipe your thumb on the towel. To clean your thumb, wipe it off onto the towel. Whether you use paper or you use cloth or you use the steam towel you used on their face, wipe the shave cream. So wipe 1, wipe 2. Wipe 3 is done with the razor. You're going to come in, you're going to put your thumb above the area that you're going to shave, you're going to apply slight, gentle upward pressure. It's that little scoot with your thumb like this to put tension into the skin. You're going to apply slight, gentle upward pressure, scoot. And then you're going to come in with the razor. You're going to lay the razor down. Just like razor cutting when you've razor cut haircuts. If you come in at 90 degrees to the hair shaft, you're going to have to push like crazy and it's not going to cut. But what happens when you come in very, very low at a flat angle relative to the hair shaft? It slides right through. Think of it as wiping, not shaving or cutting. You're going to come in and you're simply going to wipe away the hair. Wipes off and it's on the blade. Wipe number 1 was our thumb. Wipe number 2 was on the towel. Wipe number 3 is the razor. Wipe number 4 is wiping the blade off on the towel. To clear the blade, wipe up any remaining shave cream and wipe up any hair onto the towel. That's your 4 wipes. Now we move on and proceed around the haircut. We come in at the ear area. We apply tension or pressure against the direction we're going to shave. So in this case, I got my thumb there, and I'm going to push that way, tension, and I'm going to come in and shave and wipe. Up, wipe off the shave cream, wipe it here 2, tension, wipe, 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 wipe 4. Wipe, wipe, tension, pressure, wipe, wipe. And proceed all your way around. Questions on that? Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
Low angle, wipe it off. Yeah.
I just have one question. How long do you leave the steam towels on them?
The steam towel is on only long enough for me to get my razor together, get that all set up. It's going to cool pretty rapidly. And it's also there to then allow me to wipe off the shave cream. At that point, it's pretty cool. If there's no moisture left in it, it's not dripping at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a minute, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay? We're going to continue that process or procedure all the way around the head. Now, you ever been to dinner? What's the best part of dinner?
Dessert.
Dessert. Good, thank you. That's the right answer. You ever had a haircut? What's the best part of this kind of haircut? As a guy, what's the best part of the haircut? It's the steam towel. The steam towel, oh, that's so nice, it's wonderful. If you knew the desserts were really good, would you eat less dinner?
Yes.
You might. What if I told you you could have 2 desserts? You might be on board with that too, right? If 1 steam towel is like 1 dessert, which is cool, 2 steam towels is like 2 desserts. It's even better. So I'm going to tell you, and this is not part of traditional barbershop culture, that second steam towel. If you're making them at the sink, you can reuse the existing towel. You only used it on them, you only got it wet, you only wipe shave cream on it, you can use it in it. If you got a cabinet, reach in, take out another one. Get a second towel. Turn on the water, hot, 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 hot. Pull it out, turn it cold, 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 cold. Chill your hand, switch hands, chill your hand, switch hands, wring it out. Steam towel number 2. After you shave, take that second steam towel, open it up, regulate the temperature, drop it till it's perfect and comfortable, put it on there. Ah, that feels so good. Ah, that's so nice, that's wonderful. Use that second steam towel to wipe up and wipe away any remaining traces of our shave oil and our brushless shave cream. We got 1 step left. The final step is afterbuzz. We introduced the product at Chicago in September.
That's great
I'm
stuff.
selling a boatload of this stuff. I hope you guys are as well. This was conceived to be an entirely new conversation for us and our customers and our industry. After you shave someone, traditionally you use aftershave. After you cut somebody with a clipper, after buzz, after you buzz. When you're done with a men's haircut, you've hit them with a clipper, you've scraped them with a trimmer, you beat them up with a razor, you've abused them with a comb, their scalp is red and it's hot and it's irritated, it's uncomfortable and it's itching. This is our final finish. This product, a small amount of product in your hand, show it to the client, hand it to the client. As soon as they smell it, they're like, what is that? Now you get to tell them what it is. Oh, that's Afterbuzz by Clipper Guy, by John Amico. That's really cool. It's advanced formula scalp and skin care. We take a small amount of it like that, we rub our hands together, and we massage it in. Anytime, quote, anytime you're not nice to skin, be nice to skin. I get a lot of questions. Can women use that for shaving? Of course you can. Can you use this on your face? Of course you can. Is it only done with shaving necklines and sideburns? No, it's not. I do some shops where they're not using razors, we're just buzzing them up with a 000 on the back and sides of the head. The head's all flared up red like that. This smells nice. It feels good. It calms the skin. It soothes the skin. It reduces redness. It reduces irritation. It prevents ingrown hairs. And it has a sanitizing benefit on the surface of the scalp. If your tools aren't really clean, because when we get into that whole conversation, things get a little achy. We can also say that we are providing a sanitizing benefit on the surface of the skin. It's designed to be used at the chair, at the time of service delivery. Rub your hands together, rub it in, rub it in, rub it on. And it's also designed to be taken home. You've got a lot of guys out there, as soon as you get into short clipper cut territory, and I'm not normal, probably the truest thing I'll ever say in front of you. I'm not normal. I use shampoo. I don't know why I use conditioner. I've just been trained to do it my whole life. I don't keep hair long enough for it not to be in condition. But I use a little bit of gel, then I blow my hair dry, then I put a little bit of wax or paste in it. So I'm using all kinds of product. But you got a lot of guys with short clippered haircuts. Hey, you want to buy some shampoo? Nah, I just use bar soap. Hey, you want to buy some conditioner? Nah, I don't keep my hair long enough to damage it. Hey, you want to buy some gel? Nah, I don't use gel. What conversation do we have? We now have this conversation. Because the guy that's wearing a ball cap all day, the guy that's wearing a hard hat all day, the guy that's out in the sun with his scalp dry and red and cracking and peeling and itching and irritated, we've got a fabulous product and a terrific conversation. This 3-pack, your cost on it I think is about $25. It's going to retail for just under $50. I think those are the exact numbers. As I said, I buy these shrink wrapped in 3s just exactly like this. I have them in the shop like that, and I sell them to professionals that way. Lynn, question?
I didn't know, should we wait for questions till after, or?
It's too late, you already started.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
We're friends, it's not a formal thing.
So
I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
that was one of the, so how, I want to hear how you recommend to your client and prescribe that, and how do you say it to them?
I use it as I just did.
Okay.
As anytime, and here's the thing, anytime you ever put anything on anybody, you have an obligation and a responsibility to tell them what it is, what it does, and why you chose it. You know, when I say what it is, what it does, how to use it, how to sell it is not for them. For the client conversations, what it is, what it does, and why I chose it for you. You know, Gino used the phrase yesterday, I wrote it down in my notes, it matters to me. It matters to me that you buy product from me. It matters to me that you're using good stuff. I am responsible for you and your image and what we're doing here. So I will explain them what they are as I use them. And then I really believe at the tail end of a lot of our retailing conversations, you know, we think we're me and we think we're Gino and we want to talk a lot. A lot of times less said the better. I always tell the story of a woman that I worked with in my first salon as a shampoo girl. I was responsible for shampooing her customers and rinsing her hair color. Her retail approach was, take you need. That was the whole conversation. Take you need. And, you know, I'm like, do they think it's a gift? No, they know they have to pay for it. Sometimes the less said, the better. If you did all the work on the front end, if you told them, this is John Amico M, our men's line, this is our beard and shave oil, I'm using this as part of the shave service because it sets up for shaving, it gives me lubrication on the skin, it smells really good, it's moisturizing, and I'm going to lay my shave cream down on top of it. I've done all the work. It can be as simple as, is one enough? I love that. By the way, write this down in your notes. When I had my shop, we used to write, is one enough, on peel and stick file folder labels. Is one enough? We had them on the inside edge of the station drawers in the shop. We had them on the back edge of the front desk and on the top edge of the monitor. Anytime anyone ever buys anything, ask the simple question, is one enough? In our industry, asking that question, first of all, never in the history of our industry, when someone was buying one thing, when offered a second one, no one has ever said no to the first one. You offered me the second one? I'm not taking the first one now. I'm offended. It's never happened. Anytime anyone ever buys anything, is one enough? Because the answer to the question, is one enough, almost always results in higher sales. Play the game with me. Is one enough? No, you know what? I need one for the gym bag and one for the house. Is one enough? You know, I think one's enough, but have you got a big one? Is one enough? Yeah, you know what, one's okay, but do you have a travel size to go with that? In every possible scenario, the answer to those questions is a higher sale. Sales go up. So if you do the work on the front end, what it is, what it does, and why I am choosing this for you. Why I am choosing this for you. You know, who was it yesterday? I think it was John told a story about a member of our community who, when a new item came out, he'd only buy 2.